What's up everyone, and welcome back to the garage. So today I'm going to be installing some awesome ditch lights that I bought from Cali Raised LED. They're 27 watt, almost 3000 lumens, and they're side projecting. So I have the 6 LEDs up front, and then I have the 3 side projecting. So it gives me better clearance and more light when I'm taking turns and everything. But they're pretty simple and easy to install. I kind of cheated just to make sure I know what I was doing and installed the one on the driver's side. So today I'm gonna show you how to do the one on the passenger side, and then obviously it's gonna be the same for the driver. Alright, so once you get the pod, we're gonna be attaching the bracket to hold it, or the mounting hardware to hold it to the bracket. It goes in a hole right there, a hole right there. This slides in and are held in with washers. But to make it a little easier on yourself, I found out the easiest way is to just drop the washer into the channel already, like that. Let's see if we can lift this one back up, like that. Then slide the bolt through. And tighten away. Alright, now that we have the actual pod set up and ready to go with the bracket, or with the mounting hardware at least, we can attach it to the bracket. It'll sit like that. Their brackets are cool, really dummy proof. It's labeled P for the passenger and D for the driver, obviously. The easiest way to do it is to obviously attach the pod to the bracket first before you put it on the truck. Do not put the bracket on the truck first. It's a pain in the ass. Like I said, these are low profile ditch light brackets, and it was gonna be a pain. So now that the pod is attached to the bracket, it's just a bolt with the crush washer and a nut. It is ready to install onto the hood. I didn't tighten it all the way because I want to figure out which way I'm going to angle them. Maybe I want to angle it out a little more, pull it out, or whatnot. So once it's on the truck and the hood is closed, I'll figure out which angle I want to point them at, and then obviously tighten them up. But it's a lot easier to do it now than later. Obviously, with the hood open, we're gonna start. So that might be a problem. It's gonna just bolt on like that. So I guess we can leave that there. So these are two 12mm bolts that we're just gonna break loose. But to make it easier on yourself, especially if you're working alone, just do one at a time. Because if not, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to try to realign the hood to yep, this is gonna be a problem. Alright, so I used some pliers just to unhook this little clip that was there holding this little tubing. Now I have easier access to bracket hole. So once the bracket's back, start it up, and then don't tighten it all the way. Bolt back in, and it's holding it. Now I can release the bottom one. Now that the second one is out, I can slide the bracket over, line up the hole again, and okay, what I noticed on the other side is happening here again. I think it's because I have the hood brackets, or my hood struts. Once I took this bolt out, to line up the hole was a little hard, so all I did was push back up on the hood, and then the hole lined up. And now the bracket's in place, and you just tighten your bolts back. These are low profile, so when I close the hood, you'll see how low profile these are. Let's push this wiring back over through here, because I'm not trying to have it. And well, obviously these are my connectors. I bought a wiring harness with a switch because I don't have an S-Pod or anything, and this is really the only, this will be my first actual lighting product or switch I'll need. So I bought an OEM light switch that says ditch lights on it from Cali Raised, and I bought the wiring harness. But just give everything a tighten, and just remember these are 12mm bolts. I don't know if I said that earlier.
So far,
and then we'll push this right back where it was. Alright, so like I said, these are low profile. I'll show you what I mean by low profile. There is not much room there. Let me see, 3? Yeah, I could probably get 3. But that's why I also installed the pods to the brackets first, just because I wanted to make sure I had enough room, because with my little fat fingers it'd probably be tough. But I didn't tie them all the way down just because I want to make sure, and I'm not sure which angle I want to display them at yet, but stay tuned for the wiring.